Yo, what is up, guys? So I got something pretty cool to share with you. It's going to be a Kozmo Dinosaur deck, and there is surprisingly a lot of synergy with this mix-up because you have access to Ultra Evolution, which will banish a dinosaur and a non-dinosaur. Then you have Kozmo Town, which just adds back anything that is a Kozmo card, of course, which is really easy because you're going to just use Ultra Evolution. Plus, you have Ultimate Conductor Tyranno to have access to popping your own cards, which will then get you out another Kozmo card, which will then be able to negate one of your opponent's effects, which you guys will see during these replays over here. I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone play this deck. This is the first time I'm seeing it. I think it is pretty cool. It's pretty budget friendly, and it's more, I would say, different. It's not the, Goki, Sky Striker, Trick Stars, which is like every single time I played Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like half the time. It's one of those decks. Anyways, so the main goal of this deck is to get out the Dark Lady, as well as the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Both of these are very, very easy to summon, and it's, I would say, relatively difficult to deal with. And what I like with this is it does stop hand traps, as well as anything that would activate anywhere else. Now, this is probably not going to be a good matchup for our poor Darkwold player over here, because he's just going to be able to negate multiple times. Although Grapha did get rid of Conductor Tyranno, and it got rid of Dark Lady over here, he's going to go ahead and be able to also bounce back. He's got multiple Graphas out on board, and then he's got the Chupacabra out on the board as well. The Ultra Evolution Pill, or Double Evolution Pill is in the TCG. It's a pretty good card. Just go ahead and summon that Overtext Coatlas, be able to negate a spell or trap as a quick effect, but it doesn't really matter because there's not going to be another turn. Alright, just a heads up, before someone says, dude, why didn't you upload for the past couple days? Yo, I've been playing that new Spider-Man game. Alright, this game is amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, I uploaded it on my gaming channel. I'm going to leave a link. It'll be in the pinned comment section below. This game is so much fun, guys, but nonetheless, now that that's out of the way, let's continue on with our Kozmo plays. But dude, the new Spider-Man game is so awesome. Anyways, completely forgot about Yu-Gi-Oh! Kappa. Also, I've been kind of waiting for that ban list. But anyways, we got 2 copies of the Wind Witches out on board, but it's always going to end up making Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon pass. But he's also got the Brilliant Fusion. He's got a Kaiju over here. But we've got the Fossil Dig, going to be activating the Double Evolution Pill. Like I said, once again, a lot of times in this deck, the common play is to actually get out Dark Lady as well as Conductor Tyranno. You could also technically destroy a lot of different things, but with Kozmo Town, you're able to, whenever you want, just add back that card that you banished, which is awesome. So we're going to go ahead and unfortunately lose out on the Conductor Tyranno due to the Starter String Kaiju, but we still have Dark Lady. He's going to go ahead and make an Alistair. Go ahead and also get out a Makaba. He needs to attack over the Kaiju, so he's going to go ahead and beef it up by 1,000. But we've got a Dark Lady and Conductor Tyranno on board. This card is pretty simple, but once again, just being able to add back that card for free, and then that's basically an extra alert target, which basically makes the deck have a Pot of Greed almost in a sense, because you're going to add back that card anyways, so Lord of Darkness just becomes draw 2 cards. You do take some life points, but that's really not that big of a deal in a deck like this. I was even thinking about making this deck myself and adding Black Light Soldier, because there's a lot of lights and darks. Most of the Cosmos in here that we are playing are going to be the dark ones, just because we're really utilizing Dark Lady as well as the larger ones, just so we can go ahead and summon, once again, Dark Lady. Once you get out 2 Dark Ladies, it's not the easiest for your opponent to deal with, for sure, especially when you have Conductor Tyranno. Disrespect, banishing it. And I also feel like you can OTK quite easy in this deck as well, because it has the effect where, during either player's turn, you can just banish this card to spawn a level 6 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand, which can obviously be most of the Cosmos that you're going to be playing this deck, because we're not playing the smaller Cosmos in here. But I just thought this was a really cool deck mix-up, because I have not seen anyone, like I said, talk or play this deck at all, and it kind of was like, whoa, dude, this is really easy to play. It's easy to play. I would say it's a very budget-friendly deck, and Cosmos at one point were super popular, and also I think Dinosaurs is just always popular. Dinosaurs, Machines, Blue Eyes, those are always decks that you're going to be seeing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Once in a while. But we're going to see Trade and Activate. He's going to go ahead and flip that monster face down. Advanced Ritual Art activated. Going to head summon that Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. Go ahead and attack over the Dark Lady. No effects needed over there. Going to go ahead and pretty much lose out on his board over here. But we got an Aviraptor top deck, the Double Evolution Pill. We also have Kozmo Town over here. Going to be activating that to get back the Forerunner. Going to go ahead and attack into the monster. Unfortunately, that does get bounced back over there. Maybe we should activate that effect over there, destroying Forerunner, getting Dark Witch. Then perhaps, depending on when he would actually activate this effect, you could have actually went ahead and got out your Dark Witch to negate that effect. But anyways, or Dark Lady. Anyways, Dark Lady out on the board once again. Going to be using Kozmo Town, getting that free extra monster every single time. And it's just like basically a free +1s. And then on top of that, if your opponent gets rid of Kozmo Town, you just get to add back any Kozmo card from your deck to your hand, which a little unbalanced, I'll be honest. I think that is so unfair that like you can't really go negative with Kozmo Town. Just a fantastic card overall. His opponent's not going to be able to do anything, so GG from there. Here's basically a blowout, like his opponent cannot Yu-Gi-Oh! But what I really like with this deck, it lets you play really aggressive and not really get too punished for it, with the exception of maybe like Dark Hole or Regeki. But I would say almost half the players don't even play those, and that would also mean that they would need to open up with it. But I'm going to go ahead and put that right in face down, and we've got the Dark Lady out on board, and this just becomes like really difficult for a licensed player to deal with. That's going to be pretty much GG. And like I said before, this is a very common, simple deck to play. As you guys can see, it's pretty consistent. But if any of you guys want the deck profile, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys that young deck profile. Now, there's one card that I don't know if I would play 3 copies of, but yo, shout out to my boy Teriyaki for hooking me up with these plays. But this is Kozmo Dark Planet. No one really played this Kozmo card, but basically, I'm going to sum up the card's effect that you're actually going to be able to use. It says you can special summon by banishing Kozmo monsters from your hand whose total levels equals 10 or more, and it cannot be special summoned by other ways, which you're not going to really do it too often anyways. But it does have the effect, during either player's turn when the spell card is activated, you can banish a Kozmo monster from your graveyard, and you get to negate that activation and then also destroy that card, which can actually work quite well because you can just re-add back the card with Kozmo Town. But you're pretty much just going to be using it for its alternate effect, which is if this card is destroyed by battle or by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can actually banish this card from the graveyard, then add a level 9 or lower Kozmo monster from your deck to your hand, which is pretty much going to be everything in the deck, except for, of course, itself. But yeah, really simple little card effect. We didn't really go over it, but it's basically just another searcher for the deck. It's only really live when you have Conductor Tyranno. There's, I guess, in the offense, they destroy it in the hand with some other card effect. Yeah, maybe, but for the most part, it's just used for destroying it, so you can just search out whatever Kozmo card you actually need, which is usually just going to be Dark Destroyer or, of course, Forerunner to summon your Dark Lady. And like I said, we have 3 copies of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno because that's basically what runs the deck. I would say that it could technically be a little cloggy with like the Ultra Evolution. I mean, I would say this deck is very fast at just being able to A, OTK, or B, just set up to the point where your opponent just loses. So I would honestly, if you're wondering my opinion, I would be totally fine with dropping both those at like 1 each. But anyways, next up we got the Dark Destroyer. You're going to definitely play that. We got 3 copies of Forerunner. This is one of the light targets. There's also technically Effect Veiler and also Conductor Tyranno's light target. So you could maybe throw in a Chaos Monster if you want to. Yeah, writing 3 copies of Forerunner. This card you're just using it to destroy and then summon your Dark Lady. Then we have 3 copies of Overtext Co-Atlas. Kind of excessive on this as well. I don't know. I would say you could run 2/2 if you want to as well. Just because you usually just dump it. And you can see this deck really goes fast. If you maybe drop some of these cards, maybe I'll make some suggestions at the end. But yeah, 3 copies of Overtext Co-Atlas, 3 copies of Dark Lady. As you saw, like I said, I think 2 is sometimes all you need. In fact, Magical Mallet, where you at? That's one of my favorite cards. Maybe some traps in here as well. So we got 1 copy of Mecellosaurus. We got 3 copies of Oviraptor, 2 copies of Effect Veiler, 3 copies of Allure, 1 Raigeki, 3 Ultra Evolution, aka Double Evolution Pill in the TCG. Then we have 3 copies of Fossil Dig to, of course, search out any of the targets. We got 1 Upstart, 2 copies of Terraforming, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Monster Reborn, and 3 copies of Kozmo Town. So I guess these were cards that perhaps he was trying out that just maybe didn't really suit the archetype. But anyways, I wanted to make some suggestions for this deck because I feel like this deck actually has a lot of potential. I mean, you could run... I don't really like that card, to be honest. I feel like it's kind of dead, and it's a little bit slow. That's just my personal take on it. But you can always just Allure of Darkness that target away. Maybe that's why he's playing 3 copies of each. I mean, sometimes it can kind of be okay. Because you don't want to draw some of the cards. You want to be able to just send it to the graveyard. But it's not that bad to draw some of the cards. But... anyways, these are my suggestions over here. I would probably make those suggestions over there. And then if you just combo with Solemn, your opponent is not going to be able to summon. Alright, if we're in the TCG, obviously, is going to be the rundown. Where's that strike at? I mean, you could argue that, how are you going to pay all those life points? And the answer is, it's okay. I guess we can drop Upstart at this point. But my thought process with this is that I guess we can maybe even drop a Dark Lady over here. And then if you really want, you can run Upstart. You know what card I really like, though? Magical Ballot. Dude, I've been following the OCG for a while, and they have had a lot of decks just run Magical Mallet. And the reason why, guys, because I get asked this all the time when I'm streaming. I always just it's the regular Magical Mallet. Let me just type it in. It's like not the anime one. So this is like an OCG mentality. The game has gotten so fast to where, like, if you don't have the card to either answer your opponent turn 1 or basically build something so strong turn 1, like, the game's over, right? So why not just throw some extra Magical Mallets in there, alright? Get that consistency that your deck needs. Be able to just beat your opponent without them being really able to even play Yu-Gi-Oh! This card's actually pretty decent. If you're playing the OCG, obviously you're playing Max C, so it's another, like, target. However, because of Cosmos, it allows you to banish the Cosmos with the effect of Ultra Evolution Pill as well. But yeah, these are just my suggestions for you guys. You could throw in Ash Blossom, but then we're looking at something that might be a little bit more expensive. You could also throw in Ghost Ogre. It could be another alternate card that if you have. And this card's, I would say it's still relatively cheap. But this would be my suggestions for the deck. But those are my suggestions. If you guys have any other suggestions for the deck, I would love to know them in the comment section below. That is the Kozmo Dinosaur deck. Pretty cool stuff indeed. And shout out to my boy Teriyaki for hooking me up with this. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed seeing this deck in action. If you guys got any cool replays of interesting new stuff, because I'm kind of just weirdly waiting on that ban list at this point, feel free to go ahead and send it to AzneyesReplays@gmail.com. And like I said, guys, check out the Spider-Man game. It's awesome. It's probably one of the best games that came out this year, and I've been just having a blast with it. That's why I haven't uploaded for the past couple days, just that, and then I've been playing a lot of other games as well. So the Ender's also got an HD remake, but so many games, man. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. But more importantly, watch the Spider-Man game, because seriously, I've been so hyped with that game. I'll leave it in the pinned comment section below. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. I'm out.